I'm gonna talk very different from what he just talked about. Life is suffering. Okay? So if you upload your mind to internet, suffering continues forever. I don't know. So let's talk about this. Alright, so my talking points today, I'm going to talk about, why I think life is suffering. And that life has no meaning, maybe. And then, so if that's the case, what are the solutions? And then I'm going to talk about what are the things that I've tried to come up with a solution. And then there is a solution from my perspective anyway, so I'm going to talk about that and I'm going to take some questions. Okay? So, first, life is suffering. That's what a Buddha has said, and then for the most part I agree. Pain of birth too, right? I mean, it's like, okay, you come out to this world, which is gotten much better, but there are wars and famine and all that stuff going on. So like, why am I here even, right? And you will eventually get old, you might get sick, and you die. The whole process is kind of like, I was afraid of death too, just like him. When I was like 5, I asked my father, what happens when I die? And he was like, oh, we'll just disappear. And that's it. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm just going to disappear. And also like there's this pain of separation. Your loved ones go, or you go out with your girlfriend and then she dumps you for one day and then that's it. And this kind of stuff continues in your life. I'm 53 now. I had a series of separations. Some of my family members, some of my close friends. It really sucks. Okay, so misery, that happens too. Sometimes you lose your business or you fail your exam. You prepare for some important sports events and you get sick the day before, and that's it. That happens all the time. Life is continuous series of suffering. And then there are a lot of greedy people out there that's going to just override you. Ignorance also causes pain, and hatred. People hate each other for almost no reason, for some reason. This kind of stuff just goes on and on and on. Then there's a question of whether I should continue that forever, even if I could. Okay. Now, so the one may argue that life has no meaning, and I've met people who says that there's no meaning to life. Right? Now, let's say nothing matters in 100 years. And let's say I screw up something or I succeed in something. I make a lot of money, for example. In 100 years, no one's going to remember me. Right? It's true. No one's going to remember me.
I'll remember.
Oh yeah, you might live forever. Oh yeah, even in 10,000 years. Oh yeah, 10,000 years ago there was this dude. I went to his school and I learned English. Okay. Hopefully someone will remember me, but most of the time, like I remember my grandpa, that's kind of it. I don't know my great-grandpa. Yeah? So that's that. And therefore nothing matters, right? It's a relief at the same time. No matter what kind of mistakes you make, in 100 years, no one's going to know you. So it's like, okay, whatever. Just like maybe a span of next 20 years, people may remember me and then laugh at me, but then even then, oh well. It's good and bad. But so might as well just kill yourself, like that's it. So if life has no meaning, what would it matter if I just die today or 20 years from today? Should it matter, right? Now, I don't want to die, by the way. So what are the solutions? A lot of people try to come up with solutions to this problem, okay? One of it is religion. Lots of religions out there trying to save you from all the suffering from the world, whether that's Christianity or Muslim or Buddhism or whatever that may be. Okay? Some people get a lot of relief from it. Meditation is something else that's been exercised. by many people. It started out from Buddhism, but nowadays a lot of people just do it so to keep calm. And a lot of people who does drugs and alcohol. It totally helps. It's like all your anxiety is gone. It's awesome. Hippies done that, and now marijuana is legal in California and 18 other states within the United States. Canada is entirely legal, so if that's what you want to do, there you go. Alcohol is legal in most countries, so if you want to drink and forget all the suffering, there you go. You might have other problems, but you may not know. Some people does play music or listen to music and relieve some stress. And then people do all kinds of stuff, play sports, go hiking, whatever. Some work for some people, some don't. Right? But there is no universal solution to this. Okay? I got caught up with this question, this profound question, right? What if there's no meaning to life? Oh my God, why am I even here? I started worrying about this when I was like 25. I was so worried that I couldn't really focus on anything. I was like more curious about finding out if there is a meaning to life than anything else. I started reading a lot of books. A lot of things, like I've read a lot of books. I've done, I went to church, I tried meditation, all kinds of stuff. Anything that seemed to do some good, I tried. But most of them just didn't do much. My anxiety stayed. I kept worrying about whether there's any meaning to life. But there were two books that really lifted me out of this problem. I should have fixed this. Lifted me a solution, gave me a solution. That's what I should have said. Anyway, I'm going to talk about these two books. One is Man's Search for Meaning. It is known as Yorito Kiri, and this is written by Viktor Frankl. This guy is a survivor of Nazis concentration camp. Yeah, he came out of there. His wife got killed, his family was wiped out, but he came out, and even in that most horrific condition that you could possibly imagine, he came out with a reason to live and carry on your life, which is amazing. And a lot of people just lost hope, but he didn't. He encouraged other Jews to carry on and keep their life. And then he really prospered after the World War II was over. Other book is called Saying Yes to Life in Spite of Everything. A psychologist experiences the concentration camp. Now, however, this book is no longer printed in English, unfortunately. It is produced in Japanese. It's called Soredemo I highly recommend. Those two books really sort of, in a way, enlightened me. I highly recommend. Then there was this quote that I encountered, and it's like, I was like, yeah, of course, why didn't I think of this? And that was, each man is questioned by life. Okay? What does that mean? And he can only answer to life by answering his own life. Okay, that seemed like weird, but here's the thing. Instead of asking, is there meaning to life? Right? But instead, you need to turn around the question. It's the life that's asking you, what is the meaning of your life? You need to find. You can't. It's not like I want the meaning and then life give it to you. It doesn't work that way. You need to find your own meaning. I was like, oh, I didn't think of that, right? So, oops. And then life to life, he can only respond by being responsible. Right? What does it mean? I'll get into this. Okay? So the key word is responsibility. Okay? So I would say let's be responsible. Right? Let's say there is a kid that's he's in ICU, he's about to die, suffering big time. Or he is in Syria and his city got bombed and he's severely injured. Right? Are you going to go up to this kid and go, hey, there's no meaning to life, so okay, you're going to go first, good for you. I'm going to say that? I'm not going to say it. Well, let's say your friend is dying or he's thinking about committing suicide. They're going to go up to him and say, oh, there's no meaning to life anyway, so just go kill yourself. That's a shitty way to treat your friend. I wouldn't do it. I would rather listen to my friend and see if there's anything that I can offer to help. And then by doing so, you create the meaning to the life that of your own and of your friend. So I would say, hey, take responsibilities, take some ownership. Okay? And then, and it's for your friends and family, and maybe to the environment. Instead of polluting every day, maybe you do something about it. Or maybe you're going to help out your colleagues. And life is suffering. That fact doesn't go away. But you need to counterweight the suffering. It's like a scale. Suffering is on this end, so this side goes down. But if you take responsibility, you can even out. So you can actually give meaning to the suffering you're going to have anyway. If you're not going to just suffer every day, that really sucks, doesn't it? But if you're going to have some meaning to it, it's not so bad. So I would say let's take responsibility. And then see if you can make this world a slightly better place than what it is now. Okay? Maybe by me existing in this world and studying Brighter or working for Apple or whatever, I hopefully have made this place slightly better place than it was before. So therefore that there is some meaning for my existence. And yeah, I end up suffering, but at least there is some meaning to the part of suffering that I do. Okay? So that's kind of the whole thing. So take responsibility, take some ownership. So that concludes my presentation. If they have any questions or suggestions, I'm more than happy to answer. Thank you. Anybody? Anything?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Is building or creating Brighter, it come from your responsibility?
Like part of it, yeah. Like for example, okay, so I speak English fluently. It wasn't easy acquiring this, but now that I know how to do it, why not share, right? Like I also run a daycare service. I take care of little kids, so why not? Right? So like there are a bunch of families who need somebody to look after their kids while they're working. So that's kind of like, I know of course I need to make some money out of it, but I'm not like going after this huge profit really. I wanna make sure that I'm doing something good. Hope that answers your question. Anybody else? Go ahead.
Until when you will continue to find the meaning of the life, or find the solution?
Oh, say it again.
Until when did you find way to
I
find a
was
couple?
like 29. I got married at 28. And then my kid arrived when I was like 28, and I was like, whoa, that's some responsibility. So that was one wake-up call. And then another wake-up call was really this book, and then I was like, yeah, I should take responsibility. And so that was like 28, 29. That really helped. And before that, I was like, I'm just gonna drink or whatever. But after that, I still drink, but just very casual. Now it's like once a week, if that. I don't like. But way back then, like it was every day for way too much. So no, I don't do that anymore. 'Cause that's not how you take responsibility. Maybe one more question, if anyone has it. No one? Okay, go ahead.
Do you have the next target?
Target? Another target? Actually, I enjoy writing. I never thought I would. Writing like Mail magazine I publish now. I really enjoy doing it. I didn't know I like writing, but I do. So I want to do more of it. I write both very silly stuff as well as very serious stuff. I want to find a good mix of it. So it will be serious yet very entertaining. I can't still do it, but I want to be able to do it. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Masui.